Hi everyone, so today I want to talk about the beginner 2 and the beginner intermediate level of Akamonkai. So I know a lot of you are wondering what are you doing in the beginner 2 level and in the beginner intermediate level. So I'm gonna answer that for you today, and hopefully my camera don't die on me. So first, the beginner 2 level is pretty similar to the beginner 1 level. It's just a continuation of it. So you basically do Minna No Nihon Go and kanji every day. Yay! So you start the Minna No Nihon Go 2, which is this book. So it goes from 26 to 50 in the chapter. So yeah, basically it's about the same as the beginner one, so that's why I didn't want to make a video about it, because I don't have much to talk about. If you've seen my first 3 months in Akamonkai video, I'll put a link somewhere here. So yeah, you basically do Minna no Nihon Go. It does get pretty harder at the end, especially the last 2 chapters. Yeah, it does get harder. Like in the beginner 1 I never really studied, but in the beginner 2 we get a lot more of exam. Like at the end of the semester you almost get tests like every week, which you have to study for because it's getting harder. So for me, just a bit of a how I study methods. I have this beautiful books that everybody has because it's at the Daiso, and I just take each lesson, this one being the 36, write the kotoba, the words, and then the bunpo, the grammar, and I wrote it in French for me because it's easier to understand, and all the important points are in red and stuff. So that's how I study before my exam, because it's helped me to understand. Like, I have to explain it to myself, so that's how I understand better about it. So this is what the beginner 2 is about. I'll show you the kanji book. This one is from this level, but kanji book is still the same. So, but it gets harder because you have a lot more kanji to remember. So kanji tests are hard, especially the end of the semester test. The kimatsu test is really harder. Moving on to the beginner intermediate level. So a lot of you are wondering, what do you do when you finish Minna no Nihon Go? Well, first you finish it in the beginner intermediate level. We had a lot of like holidays during the July to September term this year, so we were a bit late compared to everybody, like usually. So we finished Minna no Nihon Go, and then it's their own book from the school. They are called Topic. I'll show you. I have a lot of them, like we passed them. So this is a Topic, and it's Akamonkai home book, so I have like a lot. 6 that we just did, and 5, and this. So each book has a topic. This one was, I don't really remember. Oh, getting used to a new culture, I think. So you first begin with like words, like usual. Then you have a little introduction, and then you do a listening. So you listen to a text, and like they have question like yes or no, or like true or false or what. This one was like, this person was telling about, it's a Japanese in Philippines, and he was telling what he couldn't do at the beginning and what he could do at the end. Well, now, so a bit like us in Japan. So after you have a text, and you have to fill in the blanks, which is pretty hard. And then usually these texts have the new grammar that you're gonna learn. So and then that's what you do in consciousness raising. They have like English title, so cool. And then it's pretty much grammar. It's not new grammar, but it is. It's like you take some stuff from Minna no Nihon Go, and then you go further with this. Like you see more difference and more nuance in it, and so it's a lot harder than it is in Minna no Nihon Go. So you really have to study for this bit because it gets pretty hard. And so you have a few exercises in the book as well. And then on the same subject, you then have another point. I don't know if this one has. This one isn't. But you do. I'm just gonna leave this. So you do a lot more talking in this level too, which is pretty good, which I really like because it helps you practice your speaking. Of course, the teacher said it at the beginning when I start this level. They were like, "This is the only level that's gonna focus a bit more on speaking, so you better use this time to speak." Which, because it's not your own, the teacher is not gonna be like, "Speak, speak." So, and usually like we have a attempt to talk about like about these book, but like my friend and I usually just end up talking about something else because we just talk, and it's fine. I know, and it's fun too. I think, I don't know if because I like my classmate more or my teacher, or I don't know, but this class is pretty fun. It is hard. It is hard to understand because sometimes the grammar, it's like such a subtle difference between, like, it's really hard to understand why you don't use the same thing. What's the difference between the 2 points that we're learning? So you really have to work to understand. So it is harder, but like the speaking part is pretty fun, and yeah, that's what you do in beginner, intermediate. Oh, we have this book too. Forgot. We have this shadowing book. Oh, it's there. So this is the shadowing book. I used to do it in my beginner 2 class with Minna No Nihon Go, like the text at the beginning of each forgot, chapter. Sorry. Yeah, so we used to do it too, but I didn't really like it at this point. I still don't really like it, but this book is better than the Minna No Nihon Go one. And in the beginner 2, my teacher was like, don't look at your book and just repeat at the same time. Oh, sorry, I didn't explain what is shadowing. It's basically they put a CD and you have to repeat at the same time so you get better at pronunciation, which is fine. But like, can I just look at it? It's way more easier, and I can't do this by just listening and singing it at the same time because you just end up playing like this. So yeah, and this book, like, you do it like for 2-3 minutes and it's pretty fun. Like, we just get, I don't know, like the voice are pretty funny. Not funny, but I don't know, we just like to imitate it in my class. Like, どこ行くの? ちょっとそこ待って. I don't know, the girl's voice annoys me, like, she's too cute. そうですね. え? ペン? とか. So it's pretty funny, but yeah. So this is it about my video for the beginner 2 and the beginner intermediate level. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to write a message to me in the comment section below, or you can write me on Twitter as well, or on my blog post. So see you soon. 6. So this is what you do.